All right, hello. It is it is Pick Central, our daily gambling show to recap the weekend of gambling and football and debauchery. And we are, I don't know if you guys saw, but we've been without one of our key guys who had an incident recently, but unexpectedly he is back today. He has come back already. I wasn't expecting him back for maybe a month, but he is back. What's up, Smitty?
That wasn't nice.
What?
That wasn't nice.
You haven't been here in a while. I was just.
You're cock teasing the audience to think that there's someone that might be coming back. That
you
isn't
are
coming back for a while.
You are coming back. You're back.
I said I would be back when I'm physically able to be back.
Are you physically able?
Probably not, but
that was sharp. I didn't even know you were doing that.
yeah.
I really did. I was like, oh, Smitty's back.
So hey, man.
Hi.
Haven't seen you in a while.
I am aware. You would point that out every day, even though you know exactly why I'm not here.
You good?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Well, if you're not good, why are you here today?
Because I'm physically able. Because me at 70% is still better than you at 100%. That's why I'm here.
That's not true at all. That's not true at all.
That is very true.
We should play ping pong again. Have you ever
We
beaten
should.
me?
We should.
Remember when we had the ping pong table rocking? We
That
just
was
all
fun.
go in there and waste time.
Yeah, that was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then you'd beat me 21-6. So I'd play Mints for an easy win. He'd beat me 21-3.
No, Mints is a nimble minx on the table. Who has won between you two, Mush and Mints?
It's been battles. I think I'm 2 out of 3, but they've all gone to 3 games.
Yeah,
you won the first
very
one, and I won,
close.
but every single one's gone.
Aren't me and you dead even? We're dead even, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
We're about the same in skill set.
We're average players.
I think we're better than average, but if we play somebody who's actually good, we get waxed.
There's some good players here,
Very
too.
good players.
All right, so we got a weekend full of wild card extravaganza. Okay, Big Ev is not here. He texted me this morning. He's not going to be here. Rico is entering week 2 of his suspension, so shout out to that great rider in the sky. I assume he'll be back in 3 weeks. Otherwise, you got Smitty, Marty Mush, me, and Ben Mintz's phone.
I'm sharing the link to because I want everybody in the world to be watching Pick Central. Take it to the people.
Oh,
All right.
I can't.
Mincy.
No, I can't. Oh,
All right. Brandon.
No, it's not the phone.
okay. Wait. Before
Mincy,
you
sit down for this.
wait down before.
No, Mincy's hot. Let him go.
Let me have a day.
Yeah, let him
Yeah. I want it known on the record that Mincy hell of a gambling day yesterday.
How many parlays you hit?
3 in a day.
That's amazing.
Smitty, stop.
That's awesome.
All right. So what'd you hit?
Okay. It started with Tampa. I took the FF Pod parlay plus 560. And thank you, Stephen Shea. This is his bet.
Shout out Stephen Shea.
Shout out Stephen Shea. I didn't make that bet. It was the Keyshawn Vaughn over rushing, a touchdown, Tampa to win, and Tampa money line and under 56.5. Then I took plus 425 parlay, San Francisco money line with Dak over 8.5 rushing yards. Mm-hmm. And then in the night game, I did a parlay plus that was Kelsey over 70.5, Kelsey touchdown, KC minus 13.5, and Big Ben under 226.5 passing.
Awesome.
That is incredible gambling day. That is
Thank you.
What was that?
fantastic. That is fantastic.
What'd you say, TJ? Did you say something?
No.
Oh, I thought you just said something. Didn't you say something about a rule?
Oh, God damn it, Marty. I say let him. I can't do this to him again.
I've got all the bets.
No.
I have every bet slip. I have every.
I want to preface this.
Are you
I don't
aware of
wanna do
Smitty?
it.
What's that?
Are you aware of Smitty?
What about Smitty?
Because of Smitty, we have a rule.
What?
Are y'all really going to do this bullshit
No,
to me
it's
again?
not a bullshit.
I
It's
bet
not-
every one.
No, it's nothing to do with you. We know you bet it because I know you did.
I mean, no.
I know you bet
So
it.
I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do
All
it.
y'all do is bet. I'm gonna lose my mind on here. No, because all I do is take shit from y'all. Every time I win, I lose 112 units. I get humiliated for an entire year. When I'm in Omaha, my carcass gets dragged on the freaking street. Let me have my day, son of bitches.
Amen, Mincy.
Okay.
Amen.
Just can I explain what?
Let him explain it.
That's
I'm out.
Let him explain it.
I love that. I want Mincy. That fired me up. You're right. You are completely right. You took all of this shit, but there is a big central rule. You can only take one. Like you could take it. I'm glad you won all the money, but you could only hit one parlay.
What?
You can only take one. You can only put one.
That
parlay on
can't
the
count for weekends when all the games are, though.
I'm just reiterating the rules. I'm okay. I'm okay.
I'm going to the mattresses on this. It's a Sunday playoff day. I get it if it's a freaking Tuesday when there's no games, but when the damn NFL playoffs is on, that is an egregious rule, and I will protest. I'm going to the mats.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to let you know I'm going to have 4 parlays tonight. Then
you do whatever the hell you want to do. Marty, you good luck hitting 4 parlays.
I won't. Good luck. I won't hit all of them, but if I go 2 for 4, it's still going to be pretty good.
You do whatever the hell you want. I've lost I've lost I've lost about 80 units betting parlays. All I do is dust off units betting parlays, and nobody gives a shit when you lose because you lose you bleed 3-4 units at a time. You barely miss. My face is red. You bleed it off. And nobody gives a shit. But, when you hit, there's always a problem. Nobody says nothing when you get your ass beat. But, you hit. We can't have Mincy win. No.
Mincy went from calm, cool, collected Ben Mintz to angry Matt Ford.
Hell yeah, man.
But
during that speech.
I'm taking a year. I've been here 14 months, and I've had to get dragged.
Right in the van down by the river, Mincy.
Was it a rule or no?
It was a rule. As far as my knowledge goes, dating back to last year where you can only take 1 parlay a day, because I would take multiple parlays in baseball.
I mean, on a Saturday, on NFL playoff Sunday, I was not aware of that rule.
Hold on. Time out.
I'm congratulating you on hitting parlays because that's impressive.
So I'm on the fence of letting this go in. Okay, I'm a neutral party here.
Okay.
I didn't know about this, so I got here and Marty was like, "Hey, you knew about the rule though."
I didn't realize it was during the. Honestly, I'll say this: I forgot about it then.
All right,
because I was not aware.
Let's hear.
Y'all know my self-awareness. It's not good.
Let's hear from Za and TJ, an arbitrary audience.
Actually, though, like I know I'm not even just fucking with Mints. Like I'm happy he hit 3 parlays.
Oh yeah.
I'll put it up. I don't care. But it's funny and it is rules though, right?
But if we have a rule, and granted, this would put me and Mintz in like a dead heat for the month, I would. If we voted on letting it slide, I would let it slide.
Well, no, if it's open for the month. I'm gonna put parlays every day. Which is fine.
Do it every day. Good luck hitting 3 of them in one day.
I don't have to hit 3 of them though. If I hit 2 out of 5,
y'all act like it's like this plus EV thing.
No, I'm not acting like it. No, it's not acting like it. But if you do, the reason if you do, that's why we put it in. And obviously it's gonna be people gonna want. I'm okay with putting it on there. But I'm just saying it has to be fair of me to do it if I want to.
But it's like why you put the rule you can only bet 1 unit per bet. Yeah. Because you can just stack up and just have 1 hit and let it go.
So if we let this go, we gotta let it all go.
I have to be able to, yeah. And I'm not saying hit 3 parlays.
I don't think you should let it.
I think you have to.
No. I think it's mutually exclusive. I think for Ben, this is solely a Mincy let it slide deal. I
don't think that's fair. I think I should be able to bet.
I'm just scared he's gonna hit you.
I want Mincy to know personally. I'm not doing it. This is just actually like
it's business.
I don't care. I'm happy you hit it, and I want put his units up. But let's make this month crazy then.
I think that's a slippery slope.
We can't let things slide.
You stop talking. You're in first place.
He wants this because he's 20 units behind.
Yeah, I want to start hitting.
Also,
4 parlays.
The rule is because of you.
I agree, but it was a rule.
Because you used to do how many parlays?
Yeah, you would do parlay.
And I would do good, and you guys got your panties in a twist because Brandon Welker's never had a plus unit month, and neither has
it's not
one
true.
who shall not be named.
I won 2 months this year.
Well, it was more than one who shall not be named, and rules are rules.
I get okay.
If you want to make another amendment and amend the Constitution, that's fine.
Okay, but here's my thing. Honestly, I was unaware. I mean, granted, I literally, y'all know, I spaced out on that rule. I had literally just no awareness on it and forgot. I do kind of remember us going through that now. I just didn't think of it yesterday. However, I understand that for weekdays, but when you've got a freaking NFL playoff Sunday, I mean, you really are going to, I don't know. It's a slippery slope.
I do more than 1 parlay.
My hair looks
like shit. I put in way more bets yesterday than I actually put on there because I do it live when I'm there. I put it whatever it is, but I don't put it on there. But I don't care. But I'm just saying, if that happens, we got to let it for the month.
I got a question. Did Parlay Plus exist when we made the rule?
Yeah.
It did? Because Parlay Plus is something we should be pushing on the Barstool Sportsbook app. So,
which is why we allowed parlays. So, because if you have a parlay, like that's why we did it. Because if, like, I have a parlay tonight for the sportsbook, you put that on there. You know what I mean?
Should we call Big F?
I mean, I know what he's going to say. He's going to, of course, say no. I mean,
Yeah, I think we should.
We're going to have a show vote.
y'all have a show vote. I'm going to, hey, you know what? You're right. Y'all go ahead. You go ahead. Y'all know how I feel. All I'm going to do is just chirp, so you got it.
I think we should just let him have it.
Oh, I'm down to let him have it, but I want to be able to do some parlays because I can make
Smitty,
a
what do you think?
comeback.
How about a nice happy medium? How about he gets 2 of the 3?
Now, if he gets 2, he should get all 3.
I think the compromise should be you can do parlays on the NFL playoff days. You can do only those the rest of the month. So that you know, whatever.
Because now there's less games.
I'm going to hold this against y'all forever if this gets
Also, well, you got to think about it. Think about it from.
oh no, Mitt
No, but
wins.
think
Let's
about-
screw him.
No, we're not trying to screw you. We're not trying. The last one maybe. Trust. The last one was wild. This one, I'm down to let you have it. I don't want to screw you. I want to let you have it.
Fair enough.
But you know
There's got to
that
be a
if there
precedent
was
set
a rule,
moving. No, I obviously was
and you
unaware.
don't know. I'm not saying you knew it, but there was a rule.
Big Ev's on the phone.
I think you have to. About Big Ev.
Have we talked to Big F?
Yo, what's up, boys?
Do you know?
All right,
what's
Big F,
going
do you
on?
know what's happening?
I was something Zod just showed me in quick about Mincy Parlay. I'm assuming something about either tweeting or not tweeting it.
No. He hit 3 parlays yesterday, all in the NFL playoffs. Very impressive feat. One of the best gambling days we've ever seen. Okay, you understand that. But you've been on the show for a while. Don't we have a 1 parlay per day rule?
I guess we did. I mean, I would rule it. I mean, if he tweeted them out,
With
Big
receipts,
F,
with
Big F, I just
receipts
want
on
you to
every one of
hear,
them.
I am okay. I know Mint's bet it. Don't give a fuck. Like, I'm happy that he won money yesterday. Like, I don't give a fuck. But if he was allowed to do 3 yesterday, we should be able to be allowed to do 3 for the month. you know?
I will add unlimited parlays in my card today.
Me too. That's what I'm saying. I could get back.
yeah. I mean, I think that's fair. See, I would feel bad taking more parlays away from Mincy.
That's why I don't think we should. But we
He
should be able
tweeted
to
them
do it.
out. He tweeted them out fair and square.
I don't think I think we're all in favor of having.
That's
him
fine,
have it.
but we do. If we're going to have rules, we need to abide by the rules.
That's what I'm saying. So I think this month,
All
unlimited
right, okay.
parlays.
I
So the
also think
so we're-
that when you watch him tweet out 3 parlays and then he wins them and then you challenge it, it's kind of like.
Well, why would I
a
challenge
gra-
it when he? I would
That
have
was my-
challenged
Because
it.
if
but
rules
he's
are rules,
also-
then you should challenge it when the rule's
but
broken,
he's
not
never-
when he makes
he's
money.
never
That
done
was
it.
my
He's
Shut up,
never
TJ.
done it.
Shut up, TJ.
TJ,
I'm in the-
he's
I'm
never
in-
done it before, though. How about I challenge it? He's never done it before.
You see his Twitter and he goes, "Oh, he tweets out 3 parlays."
don't-
You
you
tweet,
think I
"I'm
saw-
pulling
he
a
was
flag on
Marty
that."
was in the room. Marty wasn't following his Twitter.
Yesterday.
Yeah. So all right, okay.
If he lost all of them,
Okay.
then, hey, he only won.
For the record, I'd be in favor of
Everybody,
opening it up.
Shut up. Here we
I
go.
think you should be able to bet whatever you want to bet.
Everybody, shut up. Here we go. Executive decision, and then we'll send it down to committee after that. That doesn't make sense. I'm counting Mincy's parlays. And for the rest of January,
Open season.
open season on parlays. If you want to catch him,
All right.
catch him.
That's all I wanted.
There you go.
Fairness. That's fair.
But on February 1st, we're going back because your point about it being the NFL playoffs is kind of
doesn't make
I don't
any
that's a dumb point because there's a lot of NBA games, a lot of NHL games every night. There's a lot of games every night.
I think
There's
my point-
130
college basketball, yeah.
there's
You know
130
what? No,
college
I
basketball
think
games
my
on Saturday.
point was more that the Saturday Sundays are so big that it's like you can't. I feel like you can't constrict the Saturday Sunday stuff during when there's a Tuesday. Like the rules should not be the same for a Tuesday midweek.
But there's 130 college basketball games on Saturday.
yeah, but the NFL playoff, like per NFL playoff game, what do they count? 20 times more
Okay,
than
all
regular.
right.
You know what? Shut up, Ben. You're digging a hole.
I think we
Thank
should
y'all.
we
Fair-
should
thank y'all.
reevaluate the rule after we see how this goes for January.
Okay.
Let's not just assume we close it on February 1st.
And Conference Championship Sunday is January 31st. The last day of the month is that, so that's pretty sick for this month.
Okay, here we go.
TJ, I would like to add to my card today a Sixers, Celtics, Avalanche, Kraken,
I'm
Islanders.
changing
Guys,
my bets
stop,
today.
stop.
Vegas
Stop.
Golden Knights parlay.
Stop.
Good
Also,
parlay. 17. money
one
line.
thing about parlays, if you had lost, you would have lost 3 units.
Yes.
You won 26.
Yeah. That's
So if you lost,
also-
it wouldn't have been a big deal.
No, but I've lost for months and months and months, and that's how you get down 100 units when you lose 30, 40 units just gradually.
All right.
Nobody's
It better not fucking turn into nothing but parlay mania here. That's what Smitty's going to do.
Well, I'm doing it right.
That's what I did. That's what I did before. That's why the rule changed. That's exactly why I started taking like the single game individual bets.
All right. So Mincy is now. Can I get the updated standings with Mincy's parlays counting? I don't think they should count, but I like you, so I'm counting them.
I appreciate that ruling, Brandon.
This is going to be fun.
All right, now they're deep in parlay territory over there. So there you go. You got Smitty and Mincy at the lead.
This is how I get back.
There, you got well. It's just a 2-man race right now. We're not halfway through. We're right at halfway through the month. I've been bad. Marty's been bad. Megan's of course been bad because she's Megan. Big Ev uncharacteristically down a little bit. I think he had a bad day yesterday. And did Rico lose 20 units before he got suspended?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was like a week.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So there you go. There you go. Mincy's in. Mincy is now well, you better do something with this. You better win.
Oh, no, I got to win
month.
this month. I feel it, dude. I hadn't won one since I've been here. I've been part of this show since November of 2020. Like, if I have to close this month. I feel pressure, but I thrive in pressure. Chaos, baby.
I'm just all right.
Jesus Christ, Chad! I'm kidding.
I declare
parlay.
Happy
Mince won.
Yeah, I know. I don't now because
No,
Mince got mad. We were just kidding, but like, I'm happy he won.
I
and everyone's
declare
gonna come out because it's Mincy. It's like, bro, we were happy to win. It's a fucking show. We're doing.
the matter is dead.
Fuck you! I'm wearing a mask because I have an 8-month-old kid. I don't want to get COVID. Like, is that a problem? Am I forcing you
Just
to wear a
stop
mask?
reading the chat. The chat boys are.
I mean, it pisses me off. I'm a tool. Go back to my wife. Yeah, that's exactly what I'll do. My lovely wife and big
Lovely
house.
wife.
It honestly
Yes,
sounds nice.
Child. Yes.
Big house on the big side of town.
Sounds nice.
Nobody had a reason to vote more against that than you with us.
No.
I
Mince, stop being nice now. You were an animal 10
You
minutes
need
ago.
to know
good rant.
we don't give a fuck about the standings like that. Like, I'm just saying it's for the show. And like, I'm happy you won.
Okay.
I don't like. I really don't.
No, I don't
I'm not
see
going
you.
at you
Ev
for
too.
for
Ev
real.
on that phone call too.
But we're not going at you for real. It's just like we're happy you won. It's just
It
for
counts.
The show.
Probably shouldn't have counted, but it does. It counts. All right. Speaking of, boy, that's 17 minutes of time we'll never get back in our life.
I got a plus 489 parlay right now, ready to go.
I'm
Good luck hitting it.
I'm still going to respect the rules of the game because I am a class guy. So I will be the
I'm-
only one playing by classy standards.
You know I'm not though. So
Oh, I know.
I'm not
I know.
classy,
I'm a huge classy guy. I was raised in West Point, Mississippi. We got NFL football. We have 5 games that have happened already. We have a game that's happening tonight. We have the Rams and Cards tonight. It was a fairly chalky weekend, except for I guess what happened. Even the upset that happened. That was the chalk upset. That was the upset everybody had. We can start there. The Niners beating the Cowboys. And I guess what lit Twitter aflame, what lit the world on fire was the play call at the end, the ref not being able to spot the ball, Dak saying fans should throw things at the officials. Crazy shit. And I know you're a Philly fan, so you enjoyed the shit out of all of it.
Oh, Dallas sucks. I love it. Mike McCarthy should be fired. Let's be real.
That was as complete an organizational meltdown from 1 through 53 all the way through the coaching staff that I've ever seen. You're talking about, and I know the quarterback will get the blame. I love Dak Prescott. He didn't play very well, but 15 penalties, drive-killing penalties, drive-extending penalties on defense. Like everything they could do wrong, they did wrong, and still had a chance to win in the end. And when they did, the offensive coordinator calls in quarterback draw with 15 seconds left, no timeouts. The head coach signs off on it. The quarterback doesn't check out of it, and they go down in embarrassing fashion.
Not the worst thing in the world if you go down maybe 3 or 4 yards earlier with
Right.
enough time.
Yeah.
Like kind of the same thing as an out pattern
But
for
the risk
8
is
yards.
the risk is always. I think the risk is so much greater than the reward
oh, yeah,
there.
for sure.
I didn't think it was that bad of a play. I think he
It
could.
ended the game.
Yeah, I know. I know it's easiest, but like also, wouldn't you rather that throw than from the 45?
I think I'd rather take 2 end zone shots from the 40. I think
Yeah, no,
You're not in a good spot either way. I don't mind it if it worked. Like
I mean,
okay.
what's best case scenario? 1 shot from the 28 with 2 seconds left.
Was it 28?
28, 25, wherever he got to. I don't know where he got to.
No, I know. It's
Stop reading the chat, Smitty.
I love the chat. I want to be able to interact with the people.
I used to do that, but they're terrible.
That's what I did on Twitch for years before shit happened. Like I love interacting and being one with the people.
What happened with Twitch?
Oh, we'll find out. What, TJ? Wednesday, January 26th?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, neither do I.
What are we talking about?
I have no idea what we were talking about.
Wednesday, January 26th.
Now I'm thinking about January 26th all the time.
That's Kyle Bauer's birthday. It's also the day Kobe died. What are you doing?
Oh, Christ.
What are you doing that
I
day?
might have to do the 27th.
You should change whatever you do. Change it to the 27th.
Commemorating the 2-year anniversary there with some sort of video game bullshit.
Yeah, we'll find out. But I like it. I think the audience should be a part of the live setting if it's possible.
It should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry if I get triggered.
I don't get triggered.
I know you don't get triggered.
Ever.
Oh, you are the anti-Smith & Wesson over there.
On the Dallas meltdown, I branded the O-line. I mean, unlimited holding calls weren't ready. I mean, Dak's obviously not 100%. You can see watching Dak, and you've watched him more than anyone over the years, he usually will run, and you could see him holding, forcing balls because he didn't trust his legs because of the injuries a lot yesterday. But then when you've got defensive holding and defensive hands, the undisciplined penalties at the end of the game were, unbelievable. I mean, CeeDee Lamb not lining up right when he catches a 40-yard pass. I mean, there's stuff they were doing yesterday that was unspeakable.
That's a very fair point. It comes down to the draw at the end of the play. That's what people will remember. The Cowboys played shit the entire game.
They were terrible. They were awful.
Jimmy G's the only reason they had a chance.
Well, which begs the question. I mean, the Niners, who benefited from everything the Cowboys did, the Niners won the football game. They didn't play well either. They played well. The first half they were great, but then they tried to let the Cowboys win the game.
It also shows just how bad the NFC East is. And Cowboys essentially had 6 wins just gifted to them.
By the way, and this has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but the NBA, it is Martin Luther King Day, so you've got a full slate of NBA. You've got Pelicans Celtics tipping off in 8 minutes. Then you have the Hornets and Knicks at 1 p.m. I think you've got college basketball game already going.
Purdue, Illinois is 10 minutes left in the first half.
Huge one.
Yeah.
What's the score?
14-12 Purdue. Also, you got to talk about the dozen Hank's going off because some guy goes, what criteria is used to determine whether to approve or veto trades? Hank goes, answered, Jeffy X himself, is Brandon Walker going to throw a hissy fit if I do this? If the answer is no, then he goes forward.
And I responded, I think he actually does think that, but the opposite result. If it's yes, then it goes.
I have been a lot more chill on the dozen than anybody gives me credit for in the last 4 or 5 months. I don't do anything. I show up and I play. I don't complain like I used to. I don't do anything. Everybody acts like I'm running things behind the scenes. I didn't do anything. Riggs traded himself.
Are you not, though?
He traded himself.
Yeah, you don't have your 2 cents and everything?
I mean, when I'm asked, I do, but I don't. I'm not asked that often.
Well,
but when I'm asked.
What about when you ask yourself?
Well, it's my show.
Exactly.
It's my show.
Y'all are getting y'all get to challenge the crown this week, though. That was ruled. Y'all get the match.
Well, we're not challenging for the crown. We're winning the crown.
But that is a fair ruling.
Of course it. And then
I stood up for that one.
All the Minifans are mad that he's not going to play. He can be our first challenger. When we win it, we'll play him next week whenever he wants. We'll play him as soon as possible.
How'd you do against Uptown Balls last time you played him?
Don't remember. I play a lot.
You do. It's your show.
My show. It's our show.
You don't have an opinion in it, though.
I don't.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so he does ask me certain things. We talk about it, but about this Riggs thing, he texted me the other day and said Riggs is trading himself. I was like, wow. And that was our conversation.
Seems like privy information to have if you're just a common player.
I think there were multiple people behind the scenes that knew that.
Trading yourself's kind of funny.
If you had been here, you haven't been here in a couple weeks. You've been sick. You have a good excuse. But if you'd been here, you'd probably known it. Why are you the way that you are? You salty?
I like coming in and stirring it up a little bit.
Moving on from the Cowboys, let's talk about the Eagles before we talk about their game.
Let's not.
Here's my question. Okay, you made the playoffs, kinda, not really. You weren't a playoff team.
Well, that's also another question.
You weren't a
playoff. Is a 7th seed just useless now?
So far, so bad. It hasn't been good. It hasn't been good. The Steelers didn't belong in the playoffs, playing the Chiefs, and then the Eagles.
But it did make the regular season very, very interesting.
It did, but just imagine if we had that tie now. I want to go back and have that tie.
1,000%. But I think for the players, it's fucked up. For us, it's good. I think going 12-5, being a 2 seed and having to play in a wild card is bullshit.
Let me ask you a question about the Eagles. They have 3 first-round picks.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't bad enough, so they're not really great picks. But they have 3 mid to
They're pretty good picks.
three middle-round picks.
15, 16, 19.
3 middle-round picks. Okay? Would you rather have those 3 picks or quarterback by Deshaun Watson next year?
I would rather have those 3 picks and pick 3 defensive players from the national championship game.
And you still want to have Jalen Hurts as your starting quarterback?
Maybe the edge rusher from Michigan as well if he falls to 15.
Ojabo?
Yes. I would rather have a base defense for the next, 5 to 7 years. Just have that set.
And go again with Jalen Hurts?
Yes, because he's the best. Him being the quarterback for the Eagles right here, right now, is the best option forward. Now, can he be? Will he be? I think no after yesterday, which sucks. Everything that the Eagles did to deserve credit for this year, whether it's Nick Sirianni as a head coach or Jalen Hurts earning a franchise spot for at least another year, was completely erased yesterday because they cannot play well against.
Okay, well, you're not a franchise quarterback if you're going year to year on that basis.
No, I meant quarterback for next year.
I don't agree with you because I think that what he did is like I'm thinking about from the Giants' perspective right now. Danny Jones, we're winning 4 games a year, and he's still proving to the management that he's our quarterback. Jalen Hurts got you to a playoff game.
Yeah.
Where it's like I don't think they're going to just nix him right now and get someone else.
Well, there's 2 things about that. Number one, and I wrote a blog, and this was our podcast yesterday about this on First Time, Long Time. Were the Eagles actually a good, quote, playoff team, or were they benefits of a fucking cock tease cake schedule? I mean, they were 1-8 against winning teams this year.
And the Cowboys were the same way. I think they were 3-4 against playoff teams.
Exactly, and they're in the NFC East with 6-0 against the NFC East. They were 1-8 against teams above 500, and that one win was Trevor Siemian's Saints.
I really don't think they look at that. I swear I don't.
Yeah, but I mean, you kind of have to. And in the games that they did play against good teams, defensively, they got completely waxed against good quarterbacks. And offensively, you saw what happened yesterday. If you just stop the run and make Jalen Hurts throw, you're fucking toast. Yeah. It's not an option. If Hurts is going to be the quarterback and have them be successful, they need to build the entire team around him and what he does best.
I just don't. I think that's a fool's errand. I think that's a fool's errand. You build around Jalen Hurts, you're wasting a build.
But going into next year, I think there's still way too many holes on the Eagles that need to be addressed, specifically on the defensive side long term. If you put those 3 first-round picks towards the defensive side, kind of still feel it out next year quarterback, and then the year after that, go after your guy, no matter who that is. I think that's the play. Now, will Howie Roseman do that? Of course not. He'll waste all 3 first-round picks on a Deshaun Watson, try to go after Russell Wilson. He'll fucking try to sign Aaron Rodgers, which is awesome, but, I mean, what's that going to do with you? If the Rodgers can't win with the Packers, a great franchise that actually drafts well, I mean, the Packers have drafted a Pro Bowler on the defensive side of the ball since 2011, I bet.
My only point is Jalen Hurts is on that rookie contract, and so much of quarterbacks and salary caps is when you don't have to pay the $30 or $35 million, and he's still on that rookie contract for another year. When you look at the draft, there aren't any quarterbacks that stand out. You got to roll it back just because of what it does for your salary cap.
Yeah, and if you bring in, like, if you draft a Kenny Pritt or like somebody else to come in,
Kenny
Pickett,
there you go.
I kind of like Kenny Pritt.
I do too.
Kenny Pritt, yeah.
Kenny Britt.
But if you draft somebody who's a question mark, it's essentially putting him in the same boat as Jalen Hurts.
TJ, Kenny Britt from
Rutgers.
That's right.
I actually agree with that too. Like this draft, I don't have a person I want right away for a quarterback.
No, not great. I mean,
unless the Eagles are getting Russell Wilson or like one of those guys, like I feel like that's who else they're gonna get.
Now, if they go all in on Jalen Hurts and build a Ravens 2001 defense around him and just basically run the wishbone, okay, I can get behind that.
I can
but
see that
go all in with it.
Yeah,
Don't
but you're not
fucking half-ass it and try to make him into something that he's not.
you're not going to build a Ravens 2001 with these 3 picks in a year. Not in a year.
It's a start. It's a start.
Start maybe, but you have to nail all 3 picks.
Yes.
And that's very hard to do. If you nail 2 out of the 3, you're doing great. I don't know. I'd say I know Deshaun Watson. I just brought it up kind of as conversation.
Yeah.
But
and Deshaun Watson would need to come to Philadelphia, which he didn't. The
Yeah,
new
I think
Houston
his-
Texans coach
I
is
think
probably
I
going
think
to
his whole world has changed. Where that list of teams he wanted to go to, he just needs. He probably wants to go to any of the 32 teams at this point.
Yeah.
Like, who gives a shit where you want to go? Go where.
Fresh start. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it doesn't matter where you want to go. You kind of put yourself in a bad spot. Who knows if he'll be able to fucking play next year? So I certainly don't know that.
Bottom line is, historically speaking, the Eagles cannot win with Howie Roseman drafting, and he's still drafting. So whatever happens is probably going to be fucked up.
All right, now last night the Chiefs killed the Steelers. That was, I hate to use the term easy bet. I really do.
It was.
But I mean,
Mints hit 4
say it
parlays
was,
on the game.
but it wasn't easy. Like it was, they played awful in the first quarter, the Chiefs, and
Yeah.
then they were down 7-0. It ended up being easy, but it's not. It wasn't easy.
I think it was easy once they got going. I mean, it was easy
yeah,
as shit.
obviously, you could say it now though. Like that's.
I mean, Mahomes threw for over 400
you
yards.
can't say it's easy now. That's all.
I think
gotta
just
say.
Big Ben. If you watch Ben play the last few weeks, I just don't see how you could take this. I just don't like.
As much as you can say the Eagles didn't belong, the Eagles belong in the playoffs a hell of a lot more than the Steelers belong in the playoffs. The Eagles were a better football team to me than the Steelers. The Steelers, I mean, that's just not a quarterback that was ever going to win a playoff game or ever even compete, and it's good. It's just time to put him to pasture. And it's amazing. Every time I see Ben and I see Phillip Rivers and I see Eli, all three of those guys were done. They got everything out of their talent, and they finished up, and they retired when it was time to go, and I assume Ben is retiring. Tom Brady's 4 years older than all three of them, and is just still fucking going.
And it's good.
And he has to be. He's one of the favorites to go to the Super Bowl again this year.
I kind of don't put it all on Ben, though. I think Matt Canada is a crappy offensive coordinator, and they had an awful offensive line. And so when you're 38, 39, you got to have good play calling and good blocking, and they had neither.
Do you guys
at
think
all.
next week is essentially the AFC Chiefs Bills?
I don't
What a
know that
game.
I think that. What I think is we just kind of sat through, and we'll see what we get tonight. We just kind of sat through a bad weekend of playoff games. There were only 2 of them that were even close. I think that sets up matchups that will be a hell of a lot better. Like, I think the Bengals can go beat the Titans, and if the Titans beat the Bengals, I think the Titans can go to the Super Bowl. The Bills and the Chiefs is probably the best second-round playoff game matchup I can remember.
Yeah, it's monster.
I would certainly put them as the favorite. Whoever wins that, the favorite to win the
That's what
the AFC.
It's that. I
Still got to go to Tennessee and beat the Titans.
I think both of those teams are just peaking at the right time.
And I think the Titans beat them both this
the
year.
Bills are really peaking at the right time.
Well, they are. They certainly are. Kansas City's been peaking for like 3 months,
Yeah.
so they're fine. And I just wonder about the Titans. Like, how healthy is Derrick Henry? Like, if he's a full go, if they got their full team, if AJ Brown's back to 100% health, they're going to be hard to beat in Nashville.
They are. And also Jeffrey Simmons and that D-line really emerged late in the year. And that's the thing with Cincinnati. You got the skill guys, but can they stop Derrick Henry and can they block him? So that's going to be.
And on the other side, you've got the Niners and the Packers. The Packers under Aaron Rodgers love getting the number 1 seed just to lose.
And the Niners have gotten the best of them and then some the last few years. Y'all remember that NFC Championship game?
Right.
And I know that the Packers beat them on that crazy Sunday night game this year. I thought it said a lot. I thought that line would be 7 or 7.5, and it came out at 5.5. Vegas likes the Niners, but watch for Nick Bosa's injury status. They got to have him to Rush Rodgers.
I still think the Packers roll through the NFC.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
I
think this is like do or die year with them and Rodgers.
I mean, they'll still have to answer the Brady thing. Like if Brady gets through the Rams or the Cards, which is not a given.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I think this game tonight, I think the Rams are good enough to win the Super Bowl, and the Cards are not. But the Cards are good enough to beat the Rams. Does that make sense?
Division game, too.
Like, I think the Cards could win this game, and they're not. I don't think they're a threat to go to the Super Bowl or win it. But I think they're good enough to take out a team who is good enough to win it.
Derrick Henry's back, and he somehow looks bigger than he was when he was.
Might be fresher, too.
Are you insinuating drug use?
I'm not insinuating anything. I'm insinuating he looks fucking healthy.
HGH, is that what you think it
I'm
is?
insinuating he looks healthy.
By the way, I would be on so much HGH.
Can't they? Aren't they like allowed?
Dude, I would. Didn't Peyton Manning go to Germany and inject himself with like a baby's fetuses full of stem
Did he
cells?
really?
Or something?
Something like that. Yeah,
like
sure.
Kobe used to do that.
I know
Joel
it.
Embiid did it. He went to Qatar
I know in the
and did
locker room he showed a girl his ass in Tennessee.
He
it.
did.
Allegedly.
Peyton?
I thought it was more than that.
was it
Allegedly.
penis?
I've
I thought
got
it
a lot
was
to say on that. Like the
Oh,
guy,
boy.
the witness was one of my friends.
You want to bring in Big T?
I don't want to get. I don't know. The witness, the Peyton thing was like the guy I know really well.
Well, if you have a lot to say on it, why don't you stop talking?
You know what? I shouldn't say anything. I did.
You
Let
did
sleep
already.
go. It was a true. What happened was true, and his name got slandered, and there was a lot of stuff. It was BS.
Was it dick or ass?
It was just his ass. I think.
Just his. I thought
Yeah,
it was
just
his ass.
he was just mooning somebody, and my buddy was a cross country runner, and next thing you know, he didn't have a Tennessee scholarship.
Glad he's not saying anything.
Good old fashioned late '90s moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't an alleged teabag.
I wouldn't mind bringing back the moon. I don't think we moon enough.
Yeah, I don't think.
Mooning, like when you used to do it on the school bus.
Yeah.
One of the best things in the world.
I don't know why Zah's so passionate about it, but he's like, yes.
Mooning,
Little chocolate starfish action.
Zah's got a huge
Mooning-
ass. That's why.
mooning is all fun and games until it's a slippery slope to the 2022 GOAT. And that's where people get in trouble. And
Not full asshole. I'm just talking about cheeks out, good moon. You know, just mess with people.
when was the last time you saw the movie Waiting?
Oh my God.
Can't do that anymore.
Ever.
You
never seen Waiting?
I didn't
No.
go to a restaurant for a while. After
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I can't. I don't,
Restaurants are fine, just like
I don't even want to
No,
know.
just the movie.
no, I know, just some.
It's a
restaurants.
great movie.
Who was? It was a comedy. Who was
Dane
in
Cook.
it? Dane Cook.
Everybody
Oh,
was in
yes.
it, like Ryan Reynolds.
That's one of the
Anna
top.
Faris.
One of the top 5 Dane Cook movies.
Yeah. Employee of the Month.
Another top 5 Dane
Great
Cook movie.
movie.
Probably top 2.
Yeah.
I don't know that I can name a third.
I was trying to.
Dan in real life is probably his best.
That's Steve
Even though
Carell,
he's,
right?
he's not good in
All
that,
his
yes.
brother stole his money.
Dane Cook's brother did.
Yeah, like all of it.
Damn.
Yeah. He was running his finances and he was just stealing from him.
Did he get it back?
No.
Is Dane Cook still trying to do comedy?
I think so, yeah. I think I saw a billboard of him in LA.
2006, man.
Boy, remember when Dane Cook was just
He was,
was
the
just
guy.
it?
Yeah, he was the guy.
Super finger.
Okay.
I have a thought on the game tonight. We're talking about Cards Rams. This Cards bunch peaked in October, like big time. I mean, remember they were like
Right.
undefeated on the road, and they've been great on the road. However, let's look at Arizona down the stretch. Their only good win was at Dallas, who looked pretty damn fraudulent. Lost to Seattle, lost at Detroit. You know, they lost that game to the Rams on Monday night. They peaked at the wrong time, and I like the Rams tonight.
Mr. Brooks, another good Dane Cook movie.
Yeah.
Well done, Adam Wisco.
But did the Cardinals peak at the wrong time?
I think they did.
Because
Can you peak and repeak
they were winning without their guys, too. Like, they peaked
without Hopkins and without?
Their stats on the road are crazy, though. Like, it's wild. Like, they were mediocre at home, and they've been tough as nails.
But they're on the road tonight.
No, I know. That's the point.
What's Matt Stafford's record against winning teams now? 11-90.
My thing about tonight is this is a huge prove it game for Matt Stafford. He's never walked into the playoffs with a team capable of winning anything. He's never been in the spot. Can you teach an old dog new tricks? He's had moments this year. I remember that Sunday night game against the Titans where he throws that pick six and they fall behind immediately. Like his big moments, he seems like he knows how to find trouble, and I'm wondering if he finds trouble tonight.
He has 7 interceptions the last 3 weeks too. He struggled the last few games. I think they're going to run the ball more.
So you think Cam Akers?
I think Cam Akers
Is he 100% healthy? Is he ready to go?
I think he's been back the last couple weeks and they're holding him back.
Well, the question about the
Ready for playoffs.
Rams is, yes, it's going to go through Matt Stafford, but if their defense shows up and plays lights out, they're going to beat anybody,
Yeah, that's true.
which they have the ability to do.
The Cardinals can't block Donald very well.
Well, nobody can,
Yeah, exactly.
but they especially cannot. But and then you got the dynamic nature of Kyler Murray. Like he might get in the playoffs and just be like a revelation. Maybe
That's true, too.
he comes out and he
J.J.
just
Watt back.
Yes, J.J. Watt's trying to play tonight.
I that almost makes me mad that he's trying. He's making it about him. He's so
is that
hurt.
what his Twitter video was today?
Probably.
Oh.
Fucking.
Speaking of the Watts, how about that stream thing with Hank last night? That was one of the craziest moments I've ever seen on a stream, man.
Yeah.
Tweeted out. Big Cat tweeted out the tweet. He didn't realize
You gotta
it was
read.
Derek
You gotta
Watt.
read sometimes. You know.
There's a good debate on the stream. Best brothers in the NFL. You got the Diggs, the Watts,
Kelsey's.
McCourty's.
Bosa's.
Okay.
Bosa's will probably be one.
Bosa's would be
Now.
Bosa's.
Kelsey's are really good.
McCourty's are twins that won the Super Bowl.
No, we understand.
Yeah,
No, that's not.
I think Kelsey's all time might be
And you think
two Hall of Famers right there.
you think the Bosa's are better now? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this year, the Trevion. I know Trevion kind of fell off a little, but him and Stephon Diggs have got to be. I mean,
Yeah, they're up there.
That's some good.
I mean,
set.
Stephon Diggs didn't have a Stephon
all
Diggs
time.
year.
Came on late.
All time. I guess Peyton and Eli, right? Got to be.
Yeah, Peyton Eli.
Just 'cause the positions.
The Barbers were good.
Rondé and Tiki
Yeah,
Barber.
quite
but not
Not like the Mannings. So they would be the number. Boy, that's intriguing.
The
to me.
Mannings would be number one.
The Watt thing, JJ's just too far past. Like for right now, JJ's too past his prime. If
The Matthews, the way back.
Clay and Bruce.
Yeah.
Or no.
Oh, Clay.
Bruce is his uncle.
You talking about Clay and his fucking bum brother?
No, there were multiple. No,
Who was his bum brother that played for the Eagles?
Whatever. Their dads were brothers in the league, right? I think Bruce had a brother in the league.
His uncle was a Hall of Famer, Bruce. His dad was, if he played,
I think there were multiple Matthews in the league that time
all
too.
probably played.
Yeah, whatever. Don't poo-poo on me like that.
I'm not poo-pooing.
You poo-pooed.
No, that wasn't a poo-poo.
It's a good debate, though.
Why you know?
There's some great brother tandems.
Why in a mask, Lib?
Because my 8-month-old, like I'm trying to protect.
Is he
him
here?
From COVID.
Is he here?
No, he's not here. But it's pretty. Yeah, I don't want to get COVID on top of whatever I have now, which was recommended to be very, very bad if that happens. So I'm taking all the precautions. And my son, which yes, might also have vaginitis. I'm protecting him from COVID, who is unable to be vaccinated.
No, I understand.
Sorry if that offends anybody who this has nothing to do with.
It offends me greatly. Mm-hmm. What you do with your life and your family
offends you.
Bothers me tremendously.
Yes, I would imagine.
Marty, how's your phone?
Yes.
All right. So, what does everybody think tonight? I've gone back and forth. In fact, I think I told TJ, I sent in my pick, and I said Rams, and I said nope, never mind, I'm switching Cards, and that was in 5 minutes.
Yeah, TJ, that parlay I put out, that was just a joke, by the way.
Mine's not.
So now see what you did. Now we're doing joke parlays. Now we're doing.
Before it starts.
It's a lawless land now. It's a lawless empire. We got people throwing high noon cans.
No control this month.
No control.
I have 2 parlays tonight. Tomorrow's gonna be. I don't think I'm gonna have one single bet.
You're just gonna have parlays.
You got to take advantage when the rule's gone.
Look, I don't have a problem with you doing that, obviously, because you do whatever you want. Because the parlay thing it's negative EV and it's a slow death a lot. I mean, it's hard to hit them. Man.
Just be ready to show receipts if requested. If you hit 5 parlays in a day.
Are you kidding me? You're gonna receipt me?
If you're gonna play
what the
parlays,
fuck am I doing, TJ? You fuck. I'm sitting there every day. I'll be ready. Sure.
If you're gonna play
5
plus 10,000 parlays a day, just be ready in case one hits.
Yeah, because if one hits, I'm good for the night. That's why parlays don't make.
Yeah, but what about you should be able to bet what you bet? But you just have to bet it.
But what about your actual? What about your actual gambling? You're not. I mean, you're still gonna play straight college basketball games
for sure. 1,000% I am. I'm gonna lose everything. Yeah, but the game is.
So you are right now. You are Thelma and Louise, and you're sitting in the car at the edge of the Grand Canyon. You're about to drive right off into it.
He gets that reference?
He gets it.
Fuck.
Marty.
But if I hit it,
if you hit too, you're acting like it's way easier.
No, I'm not acting, but there's rules, guys. I mean, it's crazy that there's rules. I don't understand what's going on.
There are rules.
I mean, if we don't have the rules.
I'm going to tell you the honest to
God truth.
If it was
Mince anyone, I would have fucking said
I'm telling you the honest to God truth. If it were him that did it,
no chance he would have let me.
I would not have let it. If it were him, maybe. If it were Rico, definitely not. If it were Big Av, fuck him. You're a nice guy, so I let it go. Luckily, you're nice.
I think him turning into Matt Foley really helped his cause as well. The passion that we saw out of Ben.
I need someone who's got to stand up.
My face looked purple. My face looked purple.
This is Barstool. We bust balls. I'm standing up for the show. We got rules here.
We'll hire as many parlays as you want.
All
right, February 1st, the rules are back.
I don't know. Is it going to be?
Reevaluate on February 1st.
Is it going to be?
TJ,
Brandon?
You're.
Yep. What's up?
DJ is.
He's opinionated today.
I'm the producer.
What does that mean?
Also, Marty, you've 100% bet more than 1 parlay per day because you've had.
I have only
bet with Marty and.
But have I ever told you it?
The same day?
I didn't tell you it.
I think that's what started the whole debate more than me firing off parlays. It's we have the bet wits that are sometimes parlays, and if we're allowed to have more parlays on top of that, which I think, in hindsight, we probably should.
What did I do to you?
There's a lot of energy in the studio today.
Yeah, you're only coming at me.
TJ's fair point about. Nobody says anything when they lose.
Speaking of,
we do though. If you lose, if you win, that's only why it would.
So
come
who built the fantasy football pod parlay? You or Shay or?
Oh, that was Shay, the winner. I did the. No, I admit that. No, I said it. Shay, I took Shay's, but I've been taking them all year, and I did the Saturday one that was awesome, but Jamar Chase didn't score. I mean, it was a great bet, though. It was Bengals and Chase to score. Burrow throws every pass to him.
All right, so next week, the underdogs are going to be the Bengals, the Bills, the Niners, and whoever wins tonight, I assume. So if you had to pick an underdog for next week, I almost certainly think a lot of people would say the Bills. But so Bengals at Titans, it's 3.5 right now. Bills plus 2.5 at the Chiefs. Niners are plus 5.5 at the Packers, and the Rams and Cards. I'm just going to say Rams will probably be plus 2.5, something like that. Cards probably maybe plus 5, something. I just guessing.
What's interesting? There's a stat for you, Brandon. This is the first time the one seeds have since like 1975. Neither one seed's been favored by at least 6 in the divisional round.
That's interesting.
Well, I think this is the strongest division round we've had in a long time. I think now, if I look at this, so there will be 8 teams left. How many teams I think can win the Super Bowl? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think the Titans could win the Super Bowl. I think the Bills, the Chiefs could win the Super Bowl. The Bucks, the Packers, and I'm going to say the Niners. I think the Niners can win the Super Bowl.
You're discounting the Bengals. The Bengals beat the Titans. I mean, they're fucking on
Yeah.
fire. And if it's only 3.5.
My only thing with the Bengals is I think that they reek of a team to me that can get to the conference championship.
Yeah, especially on the road.
And then lose to a great quarterback.
I added them 18-1 on my card before, but I agree. I think they could get there, but at KC or at Buffalo is going to be
a nightmare for anybody.
Yeah, but the Titans could win because they're at home and they have Henry. And the KC and the Bills are going to knock it out of each other, and then you got to deal with Henry. So
the Bengals, if they upset the Titans, would be like the Titans, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
It reminds me of that. And then the Titans 2 years ago beat the Chiefs in a wild late season game, just like the Bengals did, and then the Chiefs smacked them in their rematch.
Yeah. And then, I think the Niners can beat the Packers.
I don't.
So I think the Niners yesterday won a playoff game with their C game. I don't think they were that good.
I think if they can run the ball, maybe.
That Jimmy G
Pass rush.
he gets so disrespected.
Well, he's not very
Did you
good.
see that throw,
But
though?
he's won yesterday,
Yeah.
and he went to a Super Bowl. And I know it's a defense. I know in the
Shanahan's
running.
I think Shanahan
understand.
deserves all the credit.
But again, it's still the quarterback. I don't know. Like I know there's some.
They threw 10 passes in the NFC Championship game when they made the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I want that noted.
But it doesn't matter, Mincy. You fucking. If
Yeah, it
you're the
does.
quarterback, you're managing
quarterback,
the game.
you run the ball, you play
You're
man,
managing
and
the
you
game.
win.
though.
Who else wins with a mediocre
I'm not taking it easy anymore on Mincy. I'm saying if it's fucking like it's a quarterback, you still go out there. You have to manage the fucking game.
He doesn't
It
manage the game, but
matter.
he's not doing anything to win you a game if he needs to.
1,000%, but he still was the quarterback. I'm not saying he's the best. He gets disrespected a lot.
he's
for
Brad
no
Johnson.
An
reason.
interception that allowed him Cowboys back.
One interception. You're gonna say
Trent
though it
Dilfer.
doesn't matter.
Guys, I see
He's
what
Trent Dilfer.
listen. I see what he's saying. He gets hate. He gets hate. He gets hate. He gets hate. He's still the quarterback of a team that's winning playoff games.
Yes, so you can't discredit one interception. Doesn't mean he's bad.
And
It's
to me, what that means is don't look at him in the next game and say, well, they're not going to win because Jimmy G. He just won. He just won on the road.
Yes.
So he could do it again. That's what I believe anyway.
I believe Kyle Shanahan's a genius with his running game and scheme, and their pass rush is elite, and that's why they win.
This show is weird, by the way, Marty.
Everyone hates each other.
No.
I don't like it.
It's weird with Marty going against
Because-
Mitz and then me getting on Marty's team. Like, this whole thing's weird.
It's getting but it's good. I like fucking
healthy.
going after each
Healthy
other.
debate.
Yeah. But it is true though. A lot of people do give him a lot of hate.
And we did get down to the Peyton Manning infamous.
we did.
People forget
Yeah,
about
people
that.
can close the books.
I
on
had
that.
a great.
Have we talked to
weekend,
Jack
too.
Kelly in a while?
Who?
What Jack Kelly Fridays? What happened? To
Oh
that?
yeah.
I got a deal. He sent me a message about some crypto this week. It's the Chad Kelly thing. You never know what's coming.
Boy, I just know I'm looking at my DMs wanting some crypto advice from Swag Kelly. That's what I need in my life. All right, let's go around the room and just call it tonight. Rams Cards. What do you think?
Cards.
To cover or to win?
To cover.
Yeah.
And to win.
What about you, Marty?
Rams.
I think the Rams are the safe play. To me, the Rams look like a Super Bowl team a lot, and then they're just not. Like something happens and they just fall apart, fall just short in certain areas, and I think that's at play here tonight. What about you, Ben?
I've got the Rams. I'm buying it from 3.5 to 3 and laying the 125. What I said about Arizona fading down the stretch. I think they peaked in October.
This is a game I'm staying away from.
Stafford, though.
Anything can happen in this game, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Brandon's point is right about Stafford, though, because after everything they paid to move up from Goff to Stafford, Goff got him in the second round last year. If they don't get to the second round.
And the Super Bowl before that?
Yeah, no, if they don't get to the second round after everything they gave up for Stafford, this is one of the biggest failures ever.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I don't know about big
Stafford
failure,
is pretty good,
but it
though.
would be a failure in year one because you still got a couple years.
Because he also they did well this year for the Rams.
But they did get him for this moment. They did get him
And
for.
they won with Goff, too.
And when you get to this point, can you
insane.
have a better quarterback than Jared Goff? Because maybe that's what's been holding you back. I don't know. I think I swing back and forth Rams cards. Like I talk about it out loud. I think the Rams are a better team. For some reason, I like the Cards in this spot. They split with each other, right? Both won on the road.
Both won on the road. The Rams won the Monday night one recently, and the Cards won. They're also, don't forget the Big Cat Lotto Ball tomorrow.
That's right, on the show right
so
here.
I'm gonna if you make sure you opt in, you can get $50 of your bet back. So I'm gonna make sure.
Maybe.
Yeah, it works for over-unders or games. There's 12 options, so I'm probably gonna fire.
Put those over. I didn't take any over-unders this weekend, but they were crazy.
One overhit.
Yeah. Well, more than that, right?
Steelers Chiefs.
Steelers Chiefs.
But that thing looked like
Pats Bills Pats
thing,
Bills.
Yeah. That thing looked like it was nothing at the end of the first quarter.
I know.
And if you're an under better, you're thinking, wow, okay.
Wait,
Chiefs things.
what did the Steelers end up with yesterday?
21-42.
Fuck, Malsek had a bet plus 550 or plus 600 that the Eagles would be the lowest scoring team this weekend.
So as long as they scored 15.
They had 15, yeah.
Are they the lowest scoring so far?
Yeah, I mean tonight's
Cowboys
the one
had
game
17.
you're not really worried about usually either.
Well, yeah, but you
don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, the Steelers are
That was
real
only
close to
plus 550.
It was probably, and the
somewhere
other thing
around there,
tonight,
yeah.
both Eagles,
I think people
both
thought the
Cardinals
Steelers
Rams
probably.
games went way over. They were in the 50s. It was 157, 153. The over under tonight's 49.
I am shocked the Eagles didn't cover the 19.5 team total. I thought they would.
All right, so let's do our picks. So right now we have a battle at the top. Maybe with an asterisk beside it, but there is a battle at the top between Smitty and Ben Mintz. Smitty, we have turned towards the back half of the month, so Smitty's probably about to fall apart.
Facts.
Yeah, give him 2 days.
Yeah, so we'll see how long Smitty stays up here. Smitty, you lead us off.
Got Illinois right now at home. Mush, we got an updated score?
Yeah, it's 35-24 Purdue.
God, okay.
Yep.
Fun. Did you take Illinois too?
Too late to take Illinois off.
Sixers Celtics day game action. Got a couple Colorado Avalanche scoring 2+ points. And tonight, tennis pick, money line. Boom.
Ben Mintz. I'm sorry, Ben
All
Mintz.
right, I'm doing Rams. I bought it to 3 at -125 on the stool. I've got Cam Akers over 30.5 yards, and I've been hitting these quarterbacks run more in the playoffs when the games are on the line. I've been hitting these rush yard overs on these quarterbacks. I got Kyler over 38.5, and there's going to be a parlay plus later coming with a lot of these things.
Like it a lot. Marty Mush.
I have Illinois -1 right now. I got Howard plus 11 today. ASU -2, Illinois -8.5, Rams -3.5.
That's not Illinois. Is that Indiana? Who's that?
Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have my GPS parlay, which is Giannis and Trae Young plus to both score 30, and I have the Sixers money line, Celtics money line, Grizzlies money line. And the Bucks and the Mavericks money line parlay for plus 498.
They all must be huge fans.
And I'm gonna have one more parlay.
I missed a couple of days last week. Thank you for filling in. Did we ever talk about John Morant and the Grizzlies and how great he really is? He's last week he wasn't. He might be better now. He was 30-1 last week to win the MVP in the NBA. He's playing at a level where 30-1 you almost have to take it. 30-1. He was behind, KD. He was behind Steph. Of course, those guys should be favorites. But if they keep winning and going to the playoffs as a 2 or 3 seed, and he's just a star every night, and he's doing these highlights like that block last week,
It was sick.
he's going to be in the mix for MVP all the way until April.
And a lot of people like him.
People are still discounting Joel Embiid for MVP right now, especially on the odds. Just take a little look and sprinkle. He's putting up 30 and 10 every night. I think like 8 straight road games, he has 30 points.
Oh, look at that. So I've got I joined my sad boys here with Illinois. I also liked Illinois at home, -2. Then I've got the Sixers -4. I like the Cavs -3.5. Hornets in the Garden here in about 6 minutes. I like them to come in and win this game today against the Knicks. And then I got the Cards tonight +3.5. So there you go. I ended up landing on the Cards. I still don't know that I love it. I've been bad. I've been really bad in the NFL playoffs. I think I hit one bet this weekend, and that was the Chiefs over the Steelers. That's why I said it was easy, Marty. It's the only one I could fucking win.
Yeah.
So
I had a horrible day yesterday too.
It was bad. It was real bad. Look at that, 28-41 too. It's my worst month in a long, long time. Anyway, those are my picks. And do we have Big Ev? Do we have Rico? Well, Rico's suspended. Excuse me. My apologies. Rico's suspended. There you go. Boy, that red font is a lot. Illinois money line, and then Indiana, Nebraska over 145, and he likes the Rams too. So I think we go 3 Rams and 2 Cards. Is that where we're at?
I think so.
No, actually, anybody else on the Cards? You, me, and Smitty.
I said card, but I'm staying away from it.
Yeah,
Gun to head Cards, but I'm staying away.
it's on your card.
No, it's not.
It wasn't?
No.
Oh, there's Megan. She somehow got the Cards at a different number than everybody else. Illinois
Took it on
-2.
Thursday.
Utah +2, Wyoming, and then Making Money Mondays +275. I'm sure that's a lucrative thing there.
You're just a dick.
I mean, can she have one? She's been on the show 7 months. She hasn't won a month yet. She hasn't had a winning month yet.
You're just a dick.
I mean, that's true. If it were Marty,
That's true. Yeah. We're all equals here, you know.
right? We can take shots when they're warranted.
Yeah. Let's get this show back.
Let's take some fucking shots. You want to take some shots?
I'm down, Marty. I'll throw it. We'll throw it down.
Oh, Mincy, we're
It's on.
throwing
Let's
down.
do it. Let's do
I
it.
am gonna have 17 parlays tomorrow.
All right. The Yak is up next.
We should have a day where we all just have parlays. Yeah, parlay day.